These mugs are giving home. They are so cute.
You could go find this in any charity store.
I'm Zaza Chaletwa, and I'm from Pretoria. Meeting the students from Casa 93, the reason why it's so exciting for me is because I thrive in community and connecting with people. I think nothing gets community going like making something together. And so I'm super excited to contribute. So it's my first time in Grafrenet, and I got to not only spend time with goats, but learn about mohair, which is my medium.
You know, the fleece will come onto the table and the different types of mohair get sorted out into the different bins, depending on length and quality and if there's any seed or anything. I think there might be some here. Any faults in it, that will get sorted out.
This is mohair from a goat. And can you see it's got these lovely curls in it? Like that, that's typical. You'll see these curls on the goats. This mohair, after it's washed, gets taken into the processing plant, and they have these huge rollers with combs on them, and they comb it. And the mohair is all brushed and lovely and shiny. And the shininess comes when all the fibers are aligned. So this looks much more shiny than this often. But that's one of the qualities of mohair, is this gorgeous luster.
My name is Khumo and Zaza. I'm 19 years old. I'm an aspiring fashion designer and creative director based in the east of Johannesburg. Grafrenet is very interesting and I guess overwhelming because I've never been in a landscape like this, and especially because of fashion. There's so many people involved within this process that are so passionate about what they do. The farm owners and the people working there as well. The shop Mohair lady, to learn from those type of people and go back to Johannesburg and I guess instill what I've learned into my design process is going to be amazing. I'm excited to make the garments and the ensembles with the Parisian students. I don't know where I would be without the True Fashion Try-on Green. And for me to be a part of this one now, it's like the relationship that started has really had a chance to grow and nourish even more, which I appreciate and I honor.
My name is Anne-Sophie Seconda. I'm working for the French Institute of South Africa. I've been working for the French Institute of South Africa for more than 6 years now. The idea of this year is 2 Monty from South Africa and 2 Monty from France, who are going to collaborate like into 2 groups to create outfits that will be showcases at the Fashion Week in Paris, so that's very exciting. They saw the Mohair processes. They went to Kailicha to meet fashion designer from the township. They met mentors teaching about the decolonization. They have been immersed in the South African culture.
My name is Eric de Groeff. I am a fashion activist, really. I lived in Johannesburg for many years. I'm now based in Cape Town, and I am the founder of the African Fashion Research Institute. And we look at ways in which we can tell different stories, unearth different kinds of histories, and promote a really sort of more important kind of narrative around African fashion. The important kind of conversations that are happening in changing the fashion system that we know, to think about itself more consciously from a sustainability point of view, but also to rethink itself in terms of a practice, in terms of a decolonial possibilities to allow for other kinds of narratives to come to the forefront.
My name is Isis Bongo. I'm 19 and I'm from Paris. South Africa is a very beautiful country with a lot of community mixing. Casa 93 is a fashion school who's based in Montreal. And so this school is for the young people between 18 and 25 years old and who didn't have the chance to go to the highest fashion school, who don't have the possibility, the money, or the background to go there. So this school really helped us to come to the industry with our creativity. But we had an idea to mix knitting and weaving and put them together. And I think we are really excited to see how it's going to be at the end.
My name is Freddy. I'm 22 years old. I'm from actually Paris. Not actually really in Paris, but in the suburb of Paris named Aubervilliers. I'm in team with Zaza, and today we're gonna start actually a outfit that we've decided with drawing and everything. At first, I was expecting that's gonna be difficult because I'm from Paris, you're from South Africa. Both of us are different, maybe mine, but when I bring my drawing and she bring her drawing, it was really the same, so it was really easy to work with her. My main goal, I think, is everybody is to be happy in life by doing what I like. And I like fashion. I like to make people happy too. So yeah, that's my dream.
I'm Nadine Gonzalez. I'm the founder and director of Casa 93. I've been invited, the Casa 93, I've been invited by the French Federation of Fashion and Haute Couture, who invited to be part of the Fashion Week, the Parisian Fashion Week. And so for the first time, we're gonna have a big show in Palais de Tokyo, which is where all the shows are made for them, to say that they've been to South Africa, they've been to France. They've made an outfit between all those different cultures, and I think it will be very useful for their portfolio, and that's the main goal of Casa 93 and of the project.
This is for a look that me and Isis are working on. This is a scarf. It's going to be a green, long scarf mixed with wool and mohair.
I just want to be a better person. I just want to make people happy, like I said, to gain some experience, to know how to crochet, to know how to think in a different way, and that's it.
So I'm very happy to be here to do this project with Khumo, Zaza and Freddy, and I want to take all the people who is involved in the project, who built this project, because this is very incredible for me. It's a huge experience and I'm gonna remember this for the rest of my life.
I do have a mantra. I live by this mantra every day, and it derived from a meme, but it still has an important part in my heart. And I say it every day to my boys, to my family, and it's rather die trying. And what it means is whatever you want to do, whatever thought you have about doing something, just do it. Rather die trying.
I think my biggest dream is to help other people realize how easy, or not easy, because there will be challenges along the way, but I think to realize that your dreams, they're there, and they can manifest and become physical. You can be in the rooms with the people that you want to be in rooms with. You can learn from them. They can see you as their contemporary. And to see the different worlds come together and to realize that we're so alike, and in our differences, there's so much to learn.